Guys, I've always been somewhat of a person who just consistently talks nonsense about TikTok, right? As a platform, as a dumbing down of our society, basically, this short content is not valuable. It's not. I mean, yeah. Listen, how about this? It gets people's attention. It's good for certain or some websites that are literally utilizing it. Sure, great, amazing, right? It does not do very well for the creators that actually are creating the content for said platform. It's the reason why I've been against TikTok the entirety of the time it's been in existence. Now keep this in mind, I have 3.2 million likes on TikTok and a little over 60,000 followers on TikTok, guys. This is not something that I'm coming out by saying, like, listen, I don't really know anything about the platform. I know enough to know that I don't like it. Right? So if you're going to ban something like that, that's basically taking advantage of people, by getting people onto their platforms, you're responding to ads. You see ads all day long on this platform, and the content creators are not making anything from it. Yeah, that's not for me, guys. TikTok is absolutely, and honestly, overall short content is not how you fund your content creation endeavors, guys. It's not. And if you ask anyone that does that exclusively, I'm pretty sure they'll tell you that. Unless they're making like 50 million views a day, right? If they're doing that, then that's a little different. Then they're making a little bit, they're making money. They're probably making enough to pay their rent, okay? Just to be honest. TikTok is not a platform that seems to be healthy neither. All right, there's a lot of nonsense that floats around that platform. The dancing is cool; it gets people moving, sure, whatever, right? But it's not specifically for me, right? But if that is your thing, I would like for you to consistently live your life doing it, right? But if it came to me to tell you or not if I would want TikTok banned or not, I'm fine with the ban completely. I don't think that it gives anything to us. In the home country where this is from, it's not even the same as what we're experiencing. They know better than to put this nonsense out to the people, bro. Right? They know better. But for some reason, it's good enough for us, right? So yeah, now guys, I'm good on TikTok. But all right. The name of the video is the U.S. Senate considers a bill that could ban TikTok in the United States of America. This is coming from a suggestion via Patreon, guys. Let's check it out.
TikTok creators voice concerns on Capitol Hill.
Keep TikTok! Keep TikTok!
As the U.S. House passes a bill that would call on the social media app's Chinese parent company ByteDance to divest from TikTok in order for the app to continue operating in the United States. The White House supports the effort.
Do we want private data that Americans have to be here or in China? Do we want companies to be owned here or in China? That was what he said. So, and I want to be also very clear here, this bill would not ban apps like TikTok.
TikTok has argued the bill limits freedom of expression and that the app does not pose a security risk.
Yeah, because you enjoy it. That's it. That's literally it. This short content has ruined the minds of an entire generation of kids. I'm telling you, right? I am absolutely trying to insist that this should in fact go away, right? If you can't watch something for more than 1 minute, like if your attention span cannot stay on a topic for more than 1 minute, let's not reward companies that are attempting to ruin the minds of our youth. Cause
over the last few years, we have invested to keep your data safe and our platform free from outside manipulation.
China warned Thursday the bill would put foreign-owned companies at a competitive disadvantage in the U.S.
The U.S. handling of the TikTok issue will let the world see more clearly whether the so-called rules and orders of the U.S. are beneficial to the world or only serve itself.
Oh, guys, keep in mind with what this guy here just said here. Interesting. This also may be some slight punishment, right? So I don't know if you guys follow the news in terms of like the economy and overall economics and finance, but there is something interesting going on in the world, referring to the BRICS currency. They are absolutely trying to ruin the U.S. dollar. They are. And they probably will. Worse than it already is, okay? They're no longer buying our bonds, which, is really good for our country, right? They're looking to remove the U.S. dollar as overall reserve currency. Them doing that messes us up, right? Rather than our fiat currency, they want to go off of the gold standard again. Don't get me wrong, solid, right? But the American government is obviously looking for a way to maintain our status as the reserve currency and not allow nations such as China, Russia, Brazil, India, or South America, as in the BRICS nations, to leave our dollar. This, in fact, could be some type of punishment. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely strongly detest TikTok. I don't like the existence of it, right? I would ban it for all the reasons why I don't like it, right? But I don't even think about it as being some random spy company in China, guys. I'm not sure I ever thought that deeply on this app. Again, I don't like it. I don't really use it, right? But it does feel like now, after hearing what this guy just said here, because that's the overall messaging that these BRICS nations are kind of putting out there to other nations, hoping that other nations that use our dollar as reserve currency could leave the dollar and come to the BRICS nation, base everything off gold. Like, guys, if you've realized, if you guys have gold or follow gold, you'll realize that the price of gold has absolutely shot up. Why? Because all of these BRICS nations are purchasing gold to start their own currency and destroy what's left of the U.S. dollar. The exchange rate would be something like $11.50 to $1 U.S. Guys, it's crazy. If it happens, I'll try my hardest to stay on the dollar, but I'm most likely going to go to the BRICS currency if that's the case. Like, we don't need to fail, guys, right? But it definitely looks bad for us going forward. But all right, let's get it.
The threat of a ban on TikTok is putting U.S.-China relations in focus for the first time for many Americans.
This is a very, very unusual move. We have seen previous actions taken against Chinese companies like Huawei or ZTE, but those weren't consumer-facing companies. So this is really putting U.S.-China tensions right at front and center of many American lives.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says the Senate will consider the bill in committee. Many lawmakers already support the effort.
I do not want the Chinese Communist Party getting personal data about our citizens, nor being able to have algorithms that would propagandize the American public.
Other senators...
Yeah, that's too late, bro. Look at what is displayed on American TikTok versus TikTok in China. That's the base model.
...would like to see a more broadly targeted bill.
If I was in charge, I wouldn't be prioritizing a bill to ban TikTok. I would be prioritizing a bill to protect kids online, not just on TikTok, but on a lot of other social media sites that they use.
Steve Mnuchin, Treasury Secretary under former President Donald Trump, said Thursday he is putting together a group of investors to purchase TikTok. Catherine Gibson, VOA News.
Listen, I do hope that someone with some sense, if they were to purchase it, okay, sure, purchase it and get rid of all the nonsense on TikTok. The problem with TikTok, again, is the culture that just lives on TikTok, right? The TikTok culture it's absolute garbage to me for some reason. I can't explain it. I don't like it, guys. I seriously don't like TikTok. But if the U.S. government is trying to step in and do these things, it is 100%. Like right now, it's 100% about the BRICS nations' currency. No doubt here. They're mad. Of course we should be mad, to be honest. I mean, we've been the reserve currency for how long? Very long, guys. Very, very long. And if we lose that status, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. We're number one in nothing anymore. The only thing holding us to our status, basically, is our currency. And if we lose our currency, who are we? I'm telling you guys, we become nothing except having the largest military in the world. That's it. That's all we are. That's it. A military. The United Military States of America. That's what we would basically be if we lose our currency. We would have no inherent value to the world other than that. You know? But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.